श्रेया बोलो.
मैम N containing compound એટલે
Nitrogen containing compounds. Remember, we have discussed that chitin. Shreya.
હા મેમ.
Now next topic that we are going to learn. See, first we have learned for small plants how the water that reach to the root to the leaf is, that's the with the help of that root pressure. So one of the theory which we have learned, root pressure, right? But root pressure is not enough to translocate the water and minerals, okay, for a taller plants. Majority plants perform, or majority plants translocate the water and minerals through the transpiration process, and that we call over here transpiration pool, right? That we call it pools the water, right? With the help of the transpiration process, pools the water from leaf, from the root to the leaf. Now this thing, this transpiration, right? The flow of water upward through the xylem in plants can achieve fairly high rates up to 15 meters per hour. See, the due to the transpiration pressure, due to the transpiration pool, over here the speed of the water molecule that transfer from the root to the leaf, 15 meters per hour, right? Next, water is pushed or pulled through the plant. So most researchers agree that water is mainly pulled through the plant. Water is mainly pulled through the plant, meaning what over here, that this is the stem axis, here the root, and here the leaves are there, right? Leaves, here the stomata are present. So the water which is enter first into the root, then pass through the stem to the leaf and reach to the stomata. Over here in stomata, the transpiration process occur, and due to that here water tension is created, water scarcity is there, because water which is available in the leaf, that now released in the form of the water vapor by transpiration. So that cells get the water from their adjacent, as we have discussed that leaf cells, right? Suppose in the leaf water tension is created, it collects the water from the stem, stem collects from the root, and by that way root absorb water. So that thing over here at the leaf part, this water loss occur, and due to that the suction is created. So that's why we can say that transpiration, it's by what? Pooling. Okay, water is mainly pulled through the plant. It pull, yeah, at the leaf the transpiration occur, and in due to that water loss in the form of the water vapor. So to get the sufficient amount of water for that, okay, it gets the water from the stem, and then that's the root. Next, and that the driving force for this process is transpiration from the leaves. This is referred to as that's the cohesion tension transpiration pool model of water transfer. Remember this name: cohesion tension transpiration pool model of water transfer. We are discussing this words, what is cohesion, right? Now tension word for plant, that you have understood, the water loss occur, so that from the cell water loss occur in the form of water vapor. That cells needs the water, each and every cell needs the water to remain turgid, right? So, and water is the main medium in which the all biological activities occur, right? Enzymatic activities and other. So for that, water is the necessary. So each and every cell needs the water. So suppose this is one of the cell, A cell, here the B cell is there, and here the C cell is there. So A cell, imagine that A cell perform transpiration, water that comes in this direction. How can we say that comes in this direction only? So water, that is water molecule which are present in this A cell, now they undergo transpiration, right? So here the water molecules are lost. These A cells get the water from the B cell, from that adjacent cell. Next, so B में tension create होगा. This B cell gets the water from the C cell. So C में tension create होगा, right? Imagine कि ये leaf है, ये stem है, ये root है. So root absorb water from the soil solution, right? So for transpiration, tension creation is necessary. One of the word is cohesion. Cohesion, in simple terms, we can say that attraction, right, between the two same molecules. Water molecules, H2O, H2O, from one, okay, adjacent cells, water molecules enter into the next. So H2O, H2O molecules through the xylem, water molecules transfer from the root to the tip of the leaf. So for that water molecules, between the water molecules, the attraction is there that we call, or bond is there, we call the cohesion, attraction, right? So entire theory that we can say that cohesion, tension, transpiration, full model of water transport. Now, water is transient in plant because transient meaning what? Temporary. Why? Because whatever amount of water is absorbed by the plant, right? Maximum 99% water is released outside in the form of water vapor, transpiration through it lost. Only the 1%, less than 1% actually, water reaching the leaves is used in photosynthesis and further plant growth. One of the process that's the photosynthesis. For photosynthesis means to produce the sugar, right? And for plant growth, water is needed. 99% water released outside. That's why we can say that water is transient in plant. Less than 1% of water reaching the leaves is used in photosynthesis and plant. Now, for which structure lost this water molecules in the form of water vapor? That structure is what? Stomata, which are present in leaves. And that process we call transpiration. Next thing, one of the experiment is given कि अगर हमें learn करना है exactly कि हाँ चलो water from the leaf part only that water release outside, not from the stem or not from any other part of the plant, right? So we have to do one thing, take a fresh potted plant and उसके जो leaf part है, right? Suppose this is one of the potted plant over here and here the leaf is there. We have to use polythene bag, right? Enclose this healthy plant in polythene bag and observing that droplets of water formed inside the bag. Droplets of water that form inside the bag. ये आप पूरे प्लांट के लिए भी कर सकते हो. Even for this leaf also, आप leaf को भी just pack कर दो, right? With the polythene bag, you can find that over here the water droplets are there, right? Next, one more experiment is there. You could also study water loss from a leaf using cobalt chloride paper, right? Cobalt chloride paper which turns color on absorbing water. यहाँ पे ये अंडरस्टैंड कर लेना, ये प्रैक्टिकली है आपका 11 स्टैंडर्ड का, ओके? एक्चुअली ये घर पे ही परफॉर्म करना होता है, ऐसा है. अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग. Cobalt chloride paper, it's a one kind of magical test, okay? Magical test, color changing test, blue and pink color changing test. First is what? We have to take a we have to take a paper, filter paper, okay? Now this paper that you have to dip, okay, you can take filter paper, blotting paper. This paper ultimately you have to dip in cobalt chloride solution. Understand now, cobalt chloride when dry form, powder form में जब होता है ना, then it is blue in color. But whenever we prepare, we dissolve this cobalt chloride powder in water, it turns into pink color. अभी ये दो terms याद रखना. Cobalt chloride dry है, तो ब्लू वो aqueous form में है, liquid form, solution form, then we can say that is the pink color. So first we have to do what? We'll take this paper, dip into this cobalt chloride solution. Solution का color क्या होगा? Quickly write down. What is the color of this solution? Blue or pink? Before that, all of you switch on your video, huh? So I can see your face, whether you are learning or not. Yes. All of you switch on your video fast. Pink, right? So when deep in a solution, the paper color, paper ke jo strip hai, that becomes pinkish in color. Now allow this paper to dry in a sunlight, right? Leave it as it is, so it will dry. Dry होगा तो again उसमें कौन सा color आ जाएगा? Moisture तो remove हो गया. It converts into blue. Pink convert into blue. Right? Now this paper we call it's a cobalt chloride paper. Now the paper is ready. This one we call it's a cobalt chloride paper. This cobalt chloride paper, take a one potted plant over here, right? On a leaf, keep this cobalt chloride paper on both the surface, right? On both the surface. You know, a leaf has a two surface. Leaf is a dorsiventral structure. One is a dorsal side, other is ventral side. So you have to keep this blotting, this cobalt chloride paper on both the side. Then keep on this paper slide and choose. Then with the help of the rubber band, tie their ends at the end. And whatever space is remaining, ना जहाँ पे भी space दिख रहा है आपको वहाँ पे Vaseline या nail paint use करना है. So that space will enclosed, right? Space होगा तो ये भी possibility है कि atmosphere में से moisture वहाँ पे आ गए, right? We have to perform this experiment with accuracy. Now, next is what? See, we have to perform this. We have to make this setup on both the surface, dorsal as well as ventral. Now, leave it this setup for a day. Then, or after some hours, then you can observe what? Can you tell me, ये paper का क्या होगा? Blue color remain as it is, or blue color convert into pink color? What happened over here? Yes, pink. Okay. Blue color किसमें convert हो गया? यहाँ पे pink color में. That indicates what? Moisture तो यहाँ पे हमने provide नहीं किया. Water molecules, right? Leaf releases water molecules outside by transpiration that reacts with this cobalt chloride and convert this paper into pinkish in color. That indicates leaf perform transpiration, right? फिर एक और चीज है कि हम दोनों सरफेस पे करते हैं. सपोज डाइकोट लीफ है. Can you tell me in dicot leaf more number of stomata present on which side? These are the stomata. See, more number of stomata in dicot leaf, dorsal or ventral, or upper or lower surface? Upper or lower surface? Tell me, adaxial or abaxial? ये भी term clear है. Yes, lower surface, right? Lower surface has more number of stomata compared to the upper one. So can you tell me more dark color will be observed on which surface? You get more dark color of that cobalt chloride paper on? Yes, right? इस ये experiment से ये भी हमें पता चलता है कि more dark pink color is appear on the lower surface. That means over here more amount of water is lost compared to the which one? Upper surface. Upper surface less pink, lower surface more dark. बोलिए, क्लियर हुआ आपको ये कोबाल्ट क्लोराइड पेपर टेस्ट? Anyone wants repetition?
मैम अपर सरफेस पर लेस पिंक कलर है.
Yes, because less number of stomata. All of you, give your answer fast. Chali, next. Transpiration. Now we are going to learn today detailed topic of this transpiration, right? Transpiration is the evaporative loss of water by plants. Transpiration is the evaporative loss of water by plants. Means water is lost from the leaf part. It occurs mainly through the stomata, which are present in the leaves. Next, besides the loss of water vapor in transpiration, stomata also helps in what? Gaseous exchange. O2 and CO2 gaseous exchange that occurs through the pores of stomata, right? So transpiration, remember, main function is what? Transpiration, that main function over here, that's the lost the water in the form of stomata. Main function, that's the transpiration. And second is what? Exchange of gases, O2 and CO2, right? CO2 enter hota hai and O2 removed. Remember, suppose this is the stomata, right? So CO2 enter and O2 removed outside through the stomatal pore. Singular we call stoma, plural we call stomata. Now, stomata speciality. So stomata generally opens during the daytime and close during the night time. Right? Stomata opens during the daytime and close during the night time. The immediate cause of the opening or closing of stomata is change in the turgidity of guard cells. Now, understand over here, turgidity of guard cells, right? See, first of all, here the leaf, and when we take a section, then we can understand that over here in that epidermis layer, stomata are present. These are stomata. See, plenty of stomata are present, which perform transpiration. Now next, that the structure of stomata, the structure of stomata. See, in dicot plants and monocot plants, the shape of the guard cells are different. Guard cells ultimately form the stomata. See, here this one of the guard cell and this is the another guard cells. They are bean shaped or kidney shape. You can say that bean or kidney shape. Bean or kidney shaped guard cells are characteristic feature of dicot plants. And dumbbell shape. Can you make out over here? This is the dumbbell shape we have already learned in chapter number 6. Dumbbell shape is the characteristic feature of the monocot plants. Next, this guard cells, right? This guard cells, in that, see, this is in this B. Here the guard cells are there. These guard cells, we can say that in a flaccid condition. Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of flaccid? Boliye, what is the meaning of flaccid? Galav.
Yes, ma'am. Means the concentration of water is same as well as in the internal
Okay.
as well as in.
तो ठीक है, flaccid. This thing is correct, but remember, flaccid meaning what? Okay, Disha Parekh, you can go ahead.
Ma'am, isotonic solution.
Isotonic solution nahi. When a cell placed in isotonic, we can say that when exchange of that water molecules in equal amount, right? We can say that that cell is a flaccid. Means flaccid is a normal condition cell. Yes or no?
Equilibrium condition.
Equilibrium condition, flaccid is a normal cell shape and size we call the flaccid. Now, so this is the normal condition. Generally, a flaccid cell, guard cells like this. Now, in these guard cells, imagine that water enter. Then what happened? That undergoing which stage? Turgid or plasmolized? When in flaccid guard cells, water molecules enter, then yes, correct, right? Then these cells undergo turgidity. Their turgidity increases. And when turgidity increases, the wall of the guard cell stretch, inner side wall of the guard cell stretch, and it creates a pore that we call stomatal pore. Okay, that we call stomatal pore. And when this water molecule from this pore, water molecule released, right, in the form of water vapor. So water amount decrease ho gaya. Again, it gets what? This condition, right? So generally, actually, during the daytime, kya hota hai? During the daytime, when temperature is high, right, transpiration occur through this stomatal opening, water release outside. And during the night time, generally, this guard cells or the stomata remain closed. During the daytime, stomata open. During the night time, stomata closed. બોलिए श्रेया.
મેમ આજે સ્ટોમા ઓપન ને બતાવું છે તો પ્લાઝ્મોલાઇઝ સેલ થઈ જશે ને કારણ કે વોટર લોસ થશે તો.
No. It plasmolized nahi. Okay. Turgidity loss. We can say that turgidity loss. But after that, it gets the normal condition. Flaccid. Plasmolized nahi. Shreya, clear?
હા મેમ.
Okay. Now, I told you that here that the walls are there, stomata or sorry, guard cells walls are there. When water enter, these walls get stretched towards the outer side. That's why at the center over here, pore is created. What is responsible for that to stretch this wall? So for that, remember this structure. Can you make out over here this lining? This we call the fibril, cellulose fibril structure which are present in the guard cells that pulls this inner side wall of the guard cell, and that's why the inner side wall of the guard cell stretch, and at the center pore is created which performs transpiration. Up to here clear? Right. So the immediate cause of the opening or closing of the stomata is a change in the turgidity of guard cells. Next, the inner wall of each guard cell means towards the pore. Suppose this is the one guard cell and here this is the another guard cells. Right? So inner side, this side, right? Inner wall of the each guard cell towards the pore or stomatal aperture is a thick and elastic. See, it should have the elasticity. Then after that, it can be easily stretched and regain their original shape also. So that's why inner wall, remember, it should be the thick, because one more thing, isko pull karna hai towards the out periphery side, right? To pull this inner wall of the guard cells towards the periphery side, यहाँ पे एक tension create होता है, pulls is created, tension is created, and that's why to sustain with that tension over here, the walls of the inner walls of this guard cell that becomes thick, so it can easily remain intact while pulling outside. When turgidity increases, within these two guard cells by water molecule enter into this stomatal pore open. Outer wall bulge out. Okay, this one, this outer wall bulge out, and that force the inner wall to pull towards the periphery and creates a with shape, crescent shape, half moon like. Okay, this shape is created. Okay, so the inner wall of each guard cell towards the pore or stomatal aperture is thick and elastic. Turgidity increases when turgidity increase when water molecule enter into the guard cells. Next, so when turgidity increases within the two guard cells flanking each stomatal aperture or pore, so thin outer walls bulge out. Outer walls are thin. यहाँ पे composition is different. Inner is a thick one, outer wall is a thin. So outer bulge out, and that pulls this inner wall towards the periphery with the help of that cellulose microfibril, right? And by this way, the stomatal pore get open. So the opening of stomata is also added, facilitated by due to the orientation of microfibrils, which are present in the cell wall of guard cells, right? In the cell wall of guard cells. These are the guard cells, and here the cell wall is there. Sorry, here the cell wall. This is entire one. Two. This is the one cell. This is the second two guard cell. So in that this part in the cell wall periphery here this microfibrils are present, cellulose microfibrils, which helps in to pull the inner wall towards the periphery. So cellulose microfibrils are oriented radially rather than the longitudinally, making it easier for stomata to open. When the guard cell lose the turgor, meaning what? Now the from this pore water released outside in the form of water vapor, right? So that lose that turgidity. So the elastic wall, okay, that has created that crescent shape, now they again regain their original shape. And guard cells become flaccid because now they are coming in original, normal condition. So we can say that it's a flaccid cell and stomata closed. See, if आपको क्या करना है पता है? One thing that you have to join your both the palms, right? Palm, fingers, both you have to join. मंदिर में जाते हैं ना हाथ जोड़ने, same position, right? Now next, just from the center, creates a pore. Okay, just from the center that you have to create a pore-like structure. Yes, Shreya, correct. Now this is your two hands, that palms, they are guard cells, right? अभी pore को close कर दो. Yes, so that's become flaccid. Okay, when again become a pore, so turgid. Yes, like this the stomata works, simple. बोलिए, क्लियर है आपको? Up to here, right? Brief revision up to here. In leaves, stomata are present. Stomata are made by the two guard cells. These guard cells, the shapes are differ in dicot and monocot. In dicot, bean or kidney shape. In monocot, that's the dumbbell shape stomata. Next, after that, in the shape of the stomata, kidney and the dumbbell shape. Next is these guard cells or the stomata that helps in stomata, first of all, helps in transpiration, and these guard cells, okay, that helps into stomata, that pore to open and close. Guard cells helps into that stomatal pore to open and closed. right? Structure of the guard cell: inner wall is thick and elastic, outer wall that is thin, and that cell wall has, remember, cellulose microfibrils, which helps in to pull the inner wall when the turbulent water enter into this guard cell. So outer thin wall bulges and it pulls this inner wall towards the periphery and form a crescent shape. By that way, the the pore of the stomata open, right? Next, when once this water molecule released outside in the form of water vapor, so now again this guard cells lose this turgor, turgidity, and regain their flaccid condition. So guard cells become flaccid and the stoma closed, right? Next, right? Transpiration. Usually, the lower surface of dorsiventral diport leaf has a greater number of stomata, while in isobilateral monocot leaf, monocot में क्या होता है? On both the surface equal number of stomata, right? अब जो वो cobalt paper test हमने discuss किया ना, if you keep that cobalt chloride paper on monocot leaf, both the surface, you will get the same color. Dark light shades नहीं मिलेंगे आपको, pink है, same intensity of that pink color, right? Next, transpiration, okay, is affected by several factors. External factors are also responsible for that, and plant factors also, right? External factors as well as plant factor. First, we will discuss this external factor. In that first, temperature. Temperature, you know, when temperature is more in atmosphere, in environmental condition, temperature is more. Can you tell me transpiration rate increase or decrease? Yes, more amount of water vapor is formed, right? So temperature increase. This one, that's the transpiration rate is also increased. Next, light, right? In majority of the plants, stomata open in the presence of light. I told you during the daytime stomata open and during the nighttime stomata closed. ये उसका एक procedure. Now, so majority plants में ये है, because some are exceptionals are there that we call the cam plants. Okay, that we will do in chapter number 13. उसमें reverse होता है. Night में stomata open होता है, day में close होता है. But in majority, that stomata open in the presence of light and close in the dark period. Right? Next. So on the basis of this information, we can say that the rate of transpiration is quite high in light and it falls down in the darkness. Next, humidity. बोलिए, if more humidity, then rate of transpiration. Yes, less. More humidity, transpiration less. Right? So they are inversely proportional. Transpiration rate is inversely proportional to the humidity. So next. After that, wind speed or the air movement, we can say that. For that, remember, transpiration, okay, simple, the movement of air increases, transpiration rate decreases. Transpiration is lower in air because water vapor accumulates around the transpiring organ. Okay. This air movements, wind speed, that helps in what, to cooling the plant parts, to cooling the particular leaf area, transpiring organs. Next. So external factors, temperature, light, humidity, wind speed. Next in that, plant factors. Plant factors also affect the rate of transpiration. In that, first, number and distribution of stomata. If more number of stomata, transpiration rate will be increased. Less than transpiration rate, that will be decreased. Distribution of stomata, that is also affect, right? On more number of stomata on upper surface, more number of stomata lower surface, on equal on both the surface, right? That we can consider as a distribution. Next, number of stomata open. How many stomata open during the daytime, right? That is the one of the factor of the plant that decides the how much amount of transpiration occurs. So number of stomata open. First, total number of stomata, out of that, how many number of stomata open. Then percent water status of the plant. Each and every plant perform a transpiration, and during the transpiration they release water outside in the form of water vapor at a different rate. Right? At a different rate, each and every plant release the water outside in the form of the water vapor. Okay. Next, canopy structure. Canopy meaning what? Suppose one of the plant is there, it has this much area. One of the plant is there, it has this much area. So this thing we can consider entire, the area which is covered by the plant entire, that we can say that it's a canopy, right? That we can say that canopy. So canopy structure, if larger canopy, more transpiration, right? Shorter canopy, we can say that less transpiration occur. So plant factors that affect the transpiration include number and distribution of stomata, number of stomata open, percent water status of the plant, and canopy structure. बोलिए factors clear है? Rest all. What are you doing? Tishita, Tirth, Zil, Sharon, Sahil, Meet, Manav. Right. Now we are discussing, okay, how the water movement occur into the xylem. See, root pressure theory hai, then transpiration pool theory. This both the theory comes under this one topic, ascent of sap. Okay, that we call ascent of sap. Ascent of sap meaning what? Upward movement of water. Upward movement of water and then solutes, right? That we can say that ascent of sap, and that can be facilitated by in small plants, by root pressure. In long plants, that's a transpiration. So the transpiration driven ascent of xylem sap depends mainly on the following physical properties of water. First, water has these two property we have already discussed, cohesion and adhesion. Cohesion meaning what? Between the two water molecules, between the water molecules, the attraction is there. Adhesion is what? Between the water molecules to the polar surface. Polar surface means in which, like tracheids, vessel, in which the xylem elements, these water molecules are transferred. So one of the attraction is between two water molecules. Another attraction is between two wall and this water molecule. And these two property helps in to make a water column, right? And due to this property, the water molecules pull towards the leaf tip from the root tip. Now, vessels, tracheids, they are xylem elements. So their actually surface is made by what? Lignin. वहां पे क्या है? Lignin है, right? Next, no doubt, lignin creates the impervicity. But between these two molecules, the adhesion force is created, and that thing helps in to pull the water in upward direction. Next, third, that's the surface tension. Water molecules are attracted to each other, right? Water molecules are attracted to each other in liquid phase. देखिए, water molecules जो attracted होते हैं into the attracted to each other in liquid phase, that is more compared to water in a gaseous form. So that we can say that it's create a surface tension also. And due to these three property, cohesion, adhesion, and the surface tension, it gives the high tensile strength. It gives the high tensile strength, so ability to resist a pulling force. Ability to resist a pulling force. That thing is arise. One more thing, high capillarity also. High capillarity meaning what? Suppose चलिए यहाँ पे एक कप है, अभी इसमें वाटर है, राइट? इसके अंदर हम ऐड करते हैं one narrow tube containing straw and one wider lumen containing straw, right? किसमें इजीली वाटर मूव हो जाएगा? नैरो ल्यूमेन वाले में या फिर वाइडर? आपने भी ये घर पे भी ट्राई किया होगा ना? स्ट्रो स्मॉलर एंड वाइडर, in which one you require more pressure, more suction pressure? In which one? Wider one, right? Wider one, it require more pressure. अब juice try करना, right? With narrow and this one wider. Wider में suction ज्यादा चाहिए compared to this narrow one. So wider one, in that the more force is required compared to this one. If the narrow size is there, capillary, right? Capillary which have a very narrow lumen. So in that the water can easily translocate in upward direction. That's why we can say that high capillarity. બોલીએ શ્રેયા.
મેમ તમે આ કીધું ને હાઈ કેપિલારિટી, તો એમાં જે તમે જ્યુસ વાળો એક્ઝામ્પલ આપ્યો ને, તો એ હંમેશા છે ને એ લોકો આવી રીતે નેરો વાળી સ્ટ્રો આપે, જેનાથી ઓછું આવે, જેનાથી આપણને લાગે કે વધારે છે, પણ પેલી બ્રોડર વાળી આપી દે તો
આપણે મેં એવું નથી પૂછ્યું શ્રેયા કે કોનાથી વધારે જલ્દી ડ્રિંક થશે કે શું. By which straw, okay, we can easily drink that juice or water. Easily किसमें होता है? नैरो ल्यूमेन वाले और वाइडर? वाइडर आप ट्राई कर लेना. वाइडर में आपको ज्यादा सक्शन करना पड़ेगा, नो डाउट. वाइडर में कैविटी ज्यादा है तो जो कंटेंट आता है दैट इज इन मोर इन अमाउंट. ट्राई कर लेना, ओके, देन टेल मी नाउ.
हाँ मैम.
ट्राई कर लिया?
ना मैम नहीं કર્યું.
हाँ चलो नेक्स्ट. In plants, that's a xylem vessel. In xylem, tracheids and the vessels are there, and they have a lignified wall. Their wall has a lignin deposition, and due to this lignin deposition in these vessels and tracheids, actually a very narrow lumen is created. बोलिए, इतना तो समझ में आता है ना? In this tracheids, vessels, and they have a lignified walls. So these lignified walls, right, due to the lignin deposition, creates a very narrow lumen inside that, and that is like a capillary, so that the water molecules can easily reach through this vessels or trachea which has a capillary lumen to the leaf tip. So in that we can say that the high capillarity is there, that is the ability to rise in thin tubes. In plants, capillary is added by small diameters of the tracheary elements, example tracheids and vessel. Up to here clear, cohesion, adhesion, surface tension, high tensile strength, high capillarity. Shreya, any doubt? Right. Right? Quickly write down your answer. Right? If attraction occur between two water molecules, that we call correct cohesion, right? G.R. Rathore, Zenil, yes, Aneri. Next, if attraction occur between the water molecules and polar molecule, polar surface, like walls of the that the tracheids, walls of the vessels with water molecules, so that's we call adhesion, right? And in liquid, remember for in a liquid form, surface tension is more for water molecules compared to the gaseous. That gives the high tensile strength, right? Because whenever the water is cooled towards the leaf surface, so it creates a pressure. I told you the tension. So this we can say that we can say the tensile strength. With the help of this property, due to the adhesion cohesion is there, so water can easily translocate. Water can easily translocate towards in a upward direction. So high tensile strength is provided. See, here the soil particles are there. From the soil particle, water enter through, sorry, here the soil particle, here soil particles, right? These are the root hairs. Root. Now, so root hairs absorb this thing, water enter into the root xylem to the stem xylem, and then the leaf part. Over here, the stomata is present, right? That release outside the water in the form of water vapor and transpiration occur. Here, two types of force are there, cohesion and adhesion. See, between the two water molecules, the force is there, we call the cohesion. See over here also, right? Between the two adjacent what hydrogen bonds are there, that we call the cohesion bonds. And next, adhesion meaning what? With wall and water. Wall and water, both, right? So cohesion and adhesion, that's why the water molecules in this wall, in this vessels and tracheids can easily move in a upward direction. Next, the process of photosynthesis requires water. The process of photosynthesis requires water. If you recall, photosynthesis का suppose equation अगर पता है CO2 H2 6CO2 6H2 ऐसा आता है, and then sugar glucose is formed C6H12O6 and 6O2 that release outside. तो यहाँ पे water आया, that is this is the entire reaction for photosynthesis. So here the water is required. No doubt, sunlight is required, CO2 is required. With that, water is also required. Now, water is translocated, conducted by the xylem. So, from the xylem, water molecules enter into phloem, and that helps in photosynthesis process to make a food. The system of xylem vessel from the root to the leaf vein can supply the needed water. Next, as water evaporates through the stomata, since thin film of the water over the cell is continued, it results in pooling of water molecules by molecules into the leaf from xylem. Also, because of lower concentration of water vapor in the atmosphere as compared to the substomatal cavity and intercellular spaces, water diffuses into the surrounding air. Now, understand this with diagram. Can you tell me ये section जो है यहाँ पे leaf का for dorsivant dicot leaf or monocot leaf? This is a section for, yes, correct. Which one? Dicot leaf. Okay. Now, palisade, mesophyll tissue is there over here, entire mesophyll, palisade, spongy parenchyma, right? Dicote, so at the lower surface, more number of stomata are present. Here the vascular bundle is there, in that xylem is present. Now, imagine a root to stem to leaf, here in the xylem, leaf xylem, the water come upward, right? Now, leaf, which is a thin dorsiventral structure, which is exposed towards the sunlight to perform photosynthesis also. Photosynthesis के लिए sunlight तो चाहिए. As a, and same thing on leaf, stomata are also present. So the xylem vessel water, okay, xylem vessel water over here, the suppose this is the leaf, here the main vein, and there further branches are there, right? So these branches are open over here at this branches open. And at this point, water released, water converted into the water vapor. Because of lower concentration of water vapor, see one thing, here the xylem water is there. This xylem water convert due to the temperature, which is, okay, due to the sunlight, that converted into water vapor. Now this water vapor that pass into this cavity, if you recall, ये spongy parenchyma जो थे ना, in between the air spaces are there. So in these air spaces, this water vapor is there. And gradually this water vapor that come towards this cavity, यहाँ पे ये stomata है, surrounding the stomata, this cavity is there. This cavity we call substomatal cavity. This cavity we call substomatal cavity, right? So from this substomatal cavity, the water released outside, because atmosphere towards that or surrounding that the leaf, water vapor at a very low concentration. Here, high concentration of water vapor, right? And due to that, this water vapor, by simple diffusion, it comes outside. Higher concentration to lower concentration, right? And transpiration occur, right? In all this space. Gradually transfer towards that substomatal cavity where stomata is present and it release outside. In atmosphere, low concentration of, in atmosphere, low concentration of water vapor. Next, in this substomatal cavity, that's we can say that high concentration of water vapor. Water vapor move from, it's a one kind of gaseous form, gaseous diffuse to higher concentration to lower concentration, right? And due to that, water over here released outside in the form of water vapor, it creates a pool. Xylem, okay, leaf xylem collects the water from the stem and then root. See over here in this one. From this part through the root, water enter. Then here the root xylem, next stem xylem and leaf. Leaf का ये पूरा section जो हमने अभी discuss किया, right? Here the xylem vessel, leaf xylem vessel is there, and from that the water that come outside that convert into vapor and release outside in the form of the water vapor. बोलिए, क्लियर हुआ आपको ट्रांसपिरेशन? This creates a pool, meaning what over here? Amount of water here released outside in the form of transpiration, water vapor. So that amount of water is absorbed by the root. Because in leaf, water scarcity, water tension is created, water stress is created once the water released outside in the form of water vapor. They need this, the cells of the leaves need water. They collect the water from adjacent, then next to adjacent, next to adjacent, like that. It creates a pool of water, pool of transpiration. मीशा, क्लियर है आपको?
Yes, ma'am.
जिया राठौड़, जिया राठौड़,
Yes, ma'am.
अनेरी गांधी, अनेरी गांधी, ओके। चलिए, अभी आपको ही रिवाइज करवाना है, राइट? टेल मी, which are the physical properties of water which helps in transpiration, prevent the ascent of xylem sap? Physical properties of water. Jia Rathod, unmute and speak. Jia,
Yes, ma'am.
bolo. Which are the physical
Okay.
properties of water? Which are the physical properties of water? Jia. Misha.
Ma'am, tensile strength and high capillarity.
नहीं, वो प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ वाटर नहीं है. This tensile strength and capillarity provides by which property? ये बताओ. जुगल.
Ma'am, cohesion, adhesion, and a surface tension.
Yes, cohesion, adhesion, and surface tension, right? That gives the high tensile strength and high capillarity. Next. Aksha.
Yes, ma'am.
Aksha. Yes. What is adhesion?
Attraction of water molecules to polar surface.
Yeah. Next. Diya Vyash. What is cohesion?
Ma'am, attractions of two water molecules.
Attraction between two water molecules.
Water
right?
molecules.
Yeah. Next. Chaliye. Now we are going to learn that's the pathway. Okay, we are discussing that pathway. Imagine from the root to the stem to the leaf, the water is coming. Now from the leaf xylem, into the leaf xylem, what happens to this water? Water convert into what? G.R. Rathod,
Yes, ma'am.
बोलिए.
Ma'am,
Into the leaf.
they release in environment.
नहीं, not directly, not directly. आप सीधे लास्ट पॉइंट पे आ गए. दिशा पारेख. श्रेया.
Ma'am,
Yes,
first they
Jugal.
are Ma'am, first they are converted into the vapor and then they are released through stomatal pores.
Okay, how? First it and from first this water vapor enter into which cavity?
The parenchymatous cell.
Which cavity? Cell नहीं पूछा मैंने. That cavity name? Substomatal cavity. Okay, that cavity name is what? Substomatal, which is surrounding the stomata. So that we call substomatal cavity. Now tell me, Shreya, water vapor higher concentration present where? Substomatal cavity or atmosphere? Mic on karo.
Substomatal.
Yes, substomatal cavity has a higher concentration of water. So this water
Yes.
vapor from higher moved from higher to lower concentration, right? That we can say that the one kind of pressure gradient is created. Pressure gradient is created between the outside the air and the air spaces of the leaf. Next. Next, Galav.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Explain the structure of guard cells.
Yes, ma'am. Guard cells are being shaped cells which are present or which are surrounding the stomata. Inside guard cells, there are the fibrils. There are fibrils which are present inside guard cells which are readily present. When water will enter inside the guard cells, it will become turgid, and as a result, they will expand and the stomata will open. And when transpiration takes place, water loss is done, so it will come into its flaccid position, and so the stomata will close. So the
Okay,
opening and
okay.
closing of
Wait, Galav. Can you explain the walls of guard cells? Walls.
ma'am,
What is the bolo.
ma'am, the inner walls of guard cells are very thick and elastic to retain the tension which is caused at the time of turgidity. And they have
Cellulose fibrils.
cellulose fibrils.
वो आपने बोला outer wall is thin or thick.
No, outer wall is thick. No,
Thin.
thin. And the inner wall
Outer is thin. Yes, correct. Outer is thin, inner is thick. Okay. Next. After that. Next, Archisha.
Yes, ma'am.
Enlist the environmental factors which affect the transpiration.
Temperature, wind speed, humidity,
Then temperature, wind speed, humidity, then light.
light.
Okay. Next. Aneri Gandhi.
Yes, ma'am.
Enlist the plant factors which affect the transpiration. Book में find out नहीं करना है अनेरी.
Water status of plants, canopy structure, canopy structure, and
% of open stomata, water status.
yes, ma'am. Percent
That-
of open stomata and distribution of stomata,
Distribution of stomata, then number of stomata, isn't it? number is more or less, it affects the rate of transcription. Okay. So, next, Kashish Desai. Kashish. Kashish Desai, unmute. Kashish Desai, unmute.
No, ma'am.
Kashish, can you tell me the shape of the guard cells in dicot plant? Aksha Setwala, unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the shape of the guard cell in dicot plant?
Dorsiventral.
Guard cell पूछ रही हूँ, leaf नहीं.
Oh, sorry.
Guard cell, stomata structure, guard cell. What is the shape of the guard cell in dicot plant? बोलो बोलो. ये तो चैप्टर नंबर 6 में भी आ गया अक्षर. जुगल.
Yes, ma'am.
Flaccid and the
No. Jugal.
Ma'am, in dicot plants, the shape of stomata is bean shaped. Bean or kidney shaped.
Guard cell.
Bean or kidney
Guard
shaped.
cell, that's a
And in
and in monocot,
it is dumbbell shaped.
dumbbell shape. Correct. Next. Disha Parekh, unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me, during the which period that stomata generally remain open?
Ma'am, during morning it remains open and during
Morning
night
nahi,
it closes.
during day. We use this.
Daytime.
Alright. Okay. And during the night,
It closes.
stomata get closed. Right. Next. Who will tell me the two functions of stomata? Shreya.
The first one is transpiration and the second one is exchange of CO2 and O2.
Yes, exchange of gases through the stomata, right? Okay. One more point we are going to learn for this stomata, that the guard cell structure. In that, in the guard cells are modifications of epidermal cells. Okay, guard cells are basically what? They are modifications of epidermal cells. हम ऐसे स्ट्रक्चर ड्रॉ करते थे सेक्शन में कि यहाँ पे एपिडर्मल सेल है, फिर यहाँ पे हम गार्ड सेल्स बनाते थे, फिर अगेन एपिडर्मल सेल्स लाइक दिस. So these guard cells are what? This modified epidermal cells. What is the difference between these epidermal cells and these guard cells? So these epidermal cells, they don't have a chlorophyll. Remember, a chloroplast. First, chloroplast. Epidermal cells. These cells, epidermal cells, don't have chloroplast, but these guard cells have chloroplast in a. See, guard cells have the chloroplast. Right, whether it's a dicot or monocot, they have a chloroplast, and they here the in chloroplast chlorophyll pigment is present. It can perform the photosynthesis, but majority jo hota hai, that is by mesophyll tissue, not by the stomata. Remember, majority that photosynthetic products are formed by the which one? Leaf mesophyll tissue, guard cell ke chloroplast se nahi. Right? That's why over here CO2 enter, which helps in this guard cells to form a food. Right? And as a byproduct, photosynthetic oxygen released ho jata hai outside. This point, is this point clear to you?
Yes, ma'am, clear.
Next. Transpiration mainly we consider as a what type of phenomenon? Pulling phenomenon or pushing? Which one? Transpiration we consider as a pull or push? Yes, pulled one, right? Can you give me that entire water transport model name? Entire water transport model name is which one? Archie?
Yes, ma'am. Cohesion,
Boliए.
tension, transpiration, pull model of water transport.
Yes, cohesion, tension, transpiration, pull model of water transport. Right. Next. Next, we are going to learn that basically three types of transpiration occur. First type of transpiration that we call cuticular transpiration. Cuticular transpiration, as we know that cuticle layer is there, okay, that is actually for that, from that the water molecules cannot be crossed. But if very thin layer of cuticle is there, then it's a possibility is there water molecules released outside, water molecules lost through this cuticle, right? So cuticle, remember over here, cuticular transpiration, and that is negligible. That transpiration rate, okay, that is the negligible. So cuticle here involved to release or loss the water molecules, release the water molecule outside. That's why we call it a cuticular transpiration. Remember, it's a negligible. Next, second type of transpiration we call lenticular transpiration. Meaning what? Here lenticels, right? Lenticels. We have discussed in during that secondary growth in dicot stem. पता है जब cork form होता है, then epidermis layer get break, and over here the pore opening structure is formed. That cell we call that opening we call the lenticell due to the lens shape structure over here, which helps in gaseous exchange. Yes or no? Recall this thing. Remember lenticell. Then it's okay. So lenticular transpiration, loss of water in the form of water vapor taking place through the lenticell. See, cuticle thin hai, so water convert into water vapor and release outside. Same over here, lenticular maybe through this lenticell, water release outside in the form of water vapor. And lenticells are present in woody stem and fruit. Next, majority amount of water that release outside in the form of water vapor that we call stomatal transpiration. Mainly through the stomata, water release outside in the form of water vapor we call stomatal transpiration, right? Stomata, they are minute pore like structures and they are present on the upper and lower epidermis, adaxial and abaxial surfaces. Clear? Three types of transpiration. Majority, remember, that's the stomatal transpiration, right? Maximum amount of water lost in the form of the stomatal transpiration. Cuticular, very negligible, right? Cuticular, even this one, lenticell. I hope this much is clear to you. બોલીએ શ્રેયા.
મેમ આ સ્ટેમ માંથી વોટર લોસ થાય?
Stem if have the lenticels, right? Monocot में नहीं होते lenticels, you know. डाइकोट में ही सिर्फ सेकेंडरी ग्रोथ है, तो जहां पे लेंटिसेल्स प्रेजेंट होंगे at this point the transpiration can occur because lenticels are present on woody parts, stem part. Clear, Shreya?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. બોલીએ જીયા.
મેમ ક્યુટિક્યુલર ટ્રાન્સપિરેશન પણ લીફમાં જ થાય?
Yes. Leaf has a theme there. Okay. Just for the NEET exam, you have to prepare this theory. Okay, one of the theory, see, so many scientists are there. They have proposed different theories. Okay, how this stomata that helps in transpiration process, right? So many theories are there. Out of them, the widely accepted, the modern theory, that theory we are going to learn, and that theory named Mallet or K plus ion pump hypothesis. Mallet or K plus ion pump hypothesis. This is the modern theory which is proposed by Leavitt. ये extra है just for a need. Right? Now, see, in this theory, first of all, that stomata, guard cells are there. Okay, during the daytime, when during the daytime, over here, what happens in guard cells? The starch is present. That starch dissociate, and from that, the 2H plus ions are released. Now, H plus ion jab released hote, right? H plus ion released, so that decreases the pH, yes or no? When more H plus ion, that decreases the pH. Am I correct? Right. So 2H plus ions increase होंगे by dissociation of starch. Now, next is what? This H plus simple way में हमें learn करना है. Come outside. Okay, that shows the active transport. By active transport, H plus ions come outside the guard cells. Outside the guard cells, it comes, means वो फिर कहाँ पे enter हो जाएंगे? Into that epidermal cell. उसके surrounding में वही है. Next, this, whenever H plus come outside, so in response to that, K plus enter into the guard cell. H plus come outside, K plus go inside, and with that K plus, water molecule enter into this guard cell. With the K plus, okay, K plus enter into the guard cells by this one kind of facilitated diffusion. And with that, the water molecule also enter into guard cells. So water molecule enter ho gaye. So now the guard cells open. Guard cells become first turgid. It gives it turgid cells are there. These turgid cells, right? These turgid cells over here means this water molecule through this pore in the form of water vapor that release outside. H plus, remember H plus ATPase pump, here we call H plus ATPase pump. It actively pumps out the proton, means H plus, from guard cells